Tzvi Lebetkin, the rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. This is my weekly, and it's not. Don't have many more of these left. I only got 2 more weeks left. My weekly review of season 13. Season 13. I do a little explanation of what it is in the intro every week. Season 13 is this book called Season 13. It's a sequel to season 12. What is season 12? It's written by Alexander Lees. It's rather good. Alexander was not a massive fan of the current era of Doctor Who. I think as many people were, and really liked the Capaldi take on Doctor Who because it just understood Doctor Who so well. And he was a bit despondent about it, quite frankly. Fortunately, Alex is a bit of a good writer. So he went ahead and wrote season 12, which is essentially an average, was it Moffat or Rusty Davis season that's 12 episodes long. And and it had like a season arc with the individual stories and a couple of 2 or 3 parters. Lots of interesting worldbuilding. What I really liked about it was 2 things I really liked about it. One, it was different. It was a different creative voice that I really liked. That's actually what I liked about Big Finish in the 2000s, when it was its own creative voice. So the first thing, but second thing, he is able to get the characterizations. The dialogue is absolutely perfect, right? The dialogue of all the characters is absolutely perfect. So it concerns a Capaldi Doctor. It's not really well, it is kind of clear that he's not the 12th Doctor, but rather some kind of fever dream. The whole Jodie era was some kind of fever dream in a shower, literally. But it's much better than it sounds. So this is a Doctor who has continued being the Capaldi Doctor because he didn't think he had enough of a shake at it, which, I think in a meta way I completely agree with. I would have loved to get an extra couple of years of Capaldi, which is what these books represent. So season 12, as I said, was a standard season. Season 13, which is what I'm reviewing now, is one continuous narrative. So what Dr. Alex has done, that's the name of his channel, it's in the video notes. He releases it every week as a episode, as a book on tape. So worth it. I mean, honestly, for me, I think it's the best Doctor Who being produced right now, including Big Finish. It's the best Doctor Who being produced right now by far. So I'm reviewing it each week as he puts out a chapter, and we're up to week 11, I think? Yeah, I think we're up to, week 11, because there are 13 parts, we're up to week 11. Fine, before we get into the review, like, share, subscribe, comment, all those things are freaking awesome. I absolutely love you doing that. Thank you very much. If you're on Rumble, hit the Rumble button and sign up to my Substack. My Substack is freaking awesome. You know how much I like season 12 and season 13? That one of the projects I really want to do is an illustrated version of it and put it on my Substack, right? And then you can buy it. You can put it out as a book and buy it from him. But I'd love to do that, right? I would love to find the bloody time. That's the tricky bit. But yeah, sign up to my Substack. I put a ton of stuff out on it. Plus, also, what else I do? I inform everybody about my many YouTube videos. This being one of. Okay, fine. So the season 13 takes a lot of its cues from Doctor Who Flux, and taking a lot of the things that people said were restrictive of Chris Chibnall, and using them as a kind of a writing challenge to get over. And boy, does he do it. So we got it, much like Doctor Who Flux, it's one continuing narrative. But unlike Doctor Who Flux, it's actually a story. It's a story with plot threads and characters, beginnings, middles, and ends. There's like lots of things that you set things up. It's not all there for the mic drop moment. It's a story, right? It's a real genuine story. So what is that story? Starts off the Doctor and Romana, who is the companion here. Romana's had enough of hanging around Earth. The Doctor takes a piss, essentially, and takes her to the part of the universe where they get trapped in, where it's like the entire section of the universe is based on kind of like a 1930s diesel punk-esque take on Earth. So you can basically get all the stuff you like about sci-fi and about Victorian era, or I guess it was the 1930s. You get all that like nostalgia feel, plus sci-fi. You know what it's like? Imagine, What was the name of that episode with the Orient Express in space? Kind of like that, but a little bit more sci-fi, right? A little less Victorian. It's a little bit more so, but it's got that type of vibe, and it's got that type of vibe in it as well in terms of the villain. Now, season 12, the villains were very Lovecraftian. These huge, unimaginable giant entities that lived outside of our reality, and just in any form of interaction with them was dangerous and destructive. So this season, this book, we're still dealing with that, but it's how this they're called Albions. How this alien race relates to this dangerous extra dimensional beings, and and they basically come across as your traditional horror tropes. You get mummies, you get zombies, you get lots of cool monsters. It's very Robert Holmesian, right? It's very Robert Holmesian in that I think Holmes and Hinchcliffe really found their niche with doing kind of a steampunk Doctor Who with Tom Baker, Pyramids of Mars, and Talons of Weng Chiang, that kind of feel. So you get it's a bit more sci-fi in that, but you get that kind of feel with it. So it starts off there in the Albion Museum, where there's a dinner party going on, where there's rum doings at a dig in Cairo, the planet Cairo, which basically it's everything that you expect from like that era, that sort of Agatha Christie era, in it with a sci-fi twist, right? So there's rum doings in Cairo. There's a dig that went on where monsters end up turning up, people turn up dead. And it's all surrounding this evil Doctor Nagati. Now, evil Doctor Nagati is somewhat of a black magician, but as they investigate it more, it's more of his connection to these massive Lovecraftian entities, which I think are revealed to be somewhat evil in this story. So it starts off with a bit of investigation into him, and then it's kind of a chase story to try and get to Nagati. And that's where they bid for the middle of the book. Now they finally arrived at the planet Cairo, and where we're lining up for the denouement, which is basically where we are here with this chapter. It has a large cast of additional characters that have joined the Doctor and Romana on this. Occasionally K9, by the way. Alex's reading K9 it really works, because he gets that kind of excited doggy kind of feel, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm very excited to help." That kind of like really happy to be helping out the master sort of vibe to K9, along with Romana. So what we have in this episode is a sci-fi version of all those Agatha Christie Death on the Nile type things, right? So basically that mixed with the Egypt parts, and there's like 3 minutes in Pyramid of Mars, that Egypt part of Pyramid of Mars. So they finally arrive on the planet Cairo, and they're looking for the Temple of Anubis, which is some kind of way these Lovecraftian entities are entering into our reality. And what we get once again, a lot of very good set pieces, right? We got this really nice conversation with the Doctor and Romana about interfering in history, and the Doctor refers to the Romans, right? When he says, the Emperor Nero was one of the most evil people ever, was going to destroy Rome. You know what I did? And Romana's assuming he's going to fight him into overthrow the regime. Says, no, I played the liar for him, right? And hope he didn't kill anyone, right? That's basically what it was. And it was really charming to hear the Capaldi Doctor reference something that we've seen in his past, which is, I think, something the Capaldi Doctor would do. And again, the dialogue, the characterization is absolutely fantastic. So as I said, there's a large group of people with traveling with the Doctor, and I think that was put in to show how you can have large groups of companions and have them all be characters and be good, right? It's very hard reviewing this, not comparing it to Flux, because it's such a reflection of Flux, but good. It's like Imagine if you have a mirror you hold up to something, and whatever was garbage outside in the mirror was good. That's what this is like, right? So it's very, so there's a lot of good characters, which have a lot of good character moments. There's one character, Timmy, who has lost his other half, and now that's really turned him. He's really bitter and somewhat twisted and angry. You see a lot of anger bubbling around at him as they get to go to the temple of Anubis, or at least the dig to it. And again, the episode ends off with a very, very good cliffhanger. Dr. Nagati and these evil entities have a bit of a line in animated corpses, and also animals being taken over. So that we do get a good set piece where the Doctor is menaced by I think giant demonic lobsters. That's basically the cliffhanger screen for it, which is going to be resolved in an interesting way over the next 2 weeks. So again, I am excited to see where this is going. I've liked the shape of this book. I keep wanting to say season, because that's what it feels like. I've liked the shape of this season. I've liked this kind of like turn of the century, 1930s kind of travelogue, that very British kind of travelogue feel to it. Yeah, listen, strong recommend. It's the best Doctor Who being made right now. Please do check it out. It's in the video notes, the links to it. It's totally worth your time. My name is Tzvi Lebetkin, the rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.